Hey, Rafferty, what's going on? Good to have you in here, my friend. Thanks for coming in. You can unmute yourself if you want to. What's up?
There you go.
Good to see your
Where's my camera?
face. Yeah, it's off for these things. For the trainings, we just have a vocal on your side. How's it going?
Good, good, good. Thank you.
You ready to see some stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, we typically, depending on the day, we'll see how it goes today. So far, it's just you. We got some AI note takers in here. Welcome to the AI note takers. Sometimes we got, between 10 to 12 people, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depends on the day. Um, but what we typically cover in these things is the how-to. So the basics of Dubb, strategy stuff. Some of it will sound similar to what we talked about, but I do
Okay.
talk about some other things in terms of the tech. And then what people do is they go later in the day, and I'll put this link in the chat. They go to this right here. I just put the YouTube link in there. So that's the Dub support, and that's where all the live trainings are. So when
Okay.
people like say they want to know about LinkedIn, they'll come in here and be like, "Oh, I want to go to the part back where we talked about LinkedIn," and you showed how to do that. And that's typically what people do.
Okay.
This one right here, this email address, you could always just email it to me directly, but we have feedback at Dub. So when you record a video, if you do want feedback on it, just send it over to us, and we can break down. So.
Like any kind of feedback, like, okay, I think this is not working for me, or like
Yeah,
just
like if you do one, like if you're sending out to, I know when we talked, you were reaching out, like meeting people at events and things like that. Like if you were, and I know I showed you the webcam one and then the mobile one where you could do that. But if you're unsure about, maybe the messaging or the hook, or how does it visually look? Like was the lighting good? Just like kind of what do you guys think about this thing?
right,
You know
right.
what I mean? So you can send it over to feedback and we're like, okay, camera angle looks good, voice, sounds good. Your video wasn't too long. That's great. Because a lot of the times when you make these videos, it's easy to kind of just, unless you have your hook dialed in, it's easy to kind of ramble. If you don't
Right.
have what you want to say. And next thing you know, the video that's supposed to be 30 seconds ends up being like it's a minute and a half. Yeah,
Correct.
it can happen easy. It happens to Ruben and I. So, yeah, and that's basically it. So these trainings are people typically come in and say, I have maybe there's a tech issue they're having or a strategy question they have, or they want to just experience seeing like the full walkthrough of stuff. That's really what it's kind of all about.
Okay.
Yeah. But anything on your mind, Raf? Before we start?
Yeah, I was trying to set up I guess my assets like that after we set up those videos,
Yeah.
trying to figure out like where to put the buttons.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm locked or I needed to unlock something to put button
Oh, like the free trial and stuff. If you're on the
the action buttons, or do I need to do something to just the CTAs? Like I wanted to do more of the CTAs, like hey, click below to set up a meeting or book me for a meeting or reach out to me.
Yeah, you should be able to ask Ruben what he wants to do on the unlock stuff. He'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll want to hook you up with the stuff. But when you do, can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see your screen.
This is where these things are located. So under assets,
Yep.
then the call to action of the buttons and the presets of the landing pages. So you
Okay.
always want to have your buttons set up first and videos in terms of the playlist videos that are on the page. But if you
Right.
just look at the buttons, if you click this here,
Yep.
this is just a quick little explanation of it, but you can close that and then see the blue plus button over here. Just click that there, and then you give it an internal name, like if it's like a like calendar link or something like that, or whatever it may be, right?
Right.
And, just choose the type, whether it's calendar, chat, document, email, form, website link. You have all of these choices in here. And let's just say if it was a website link, then you would just drop the URL in here.
Mm-hmm.
You can give the button text. You'd have some pre-written ones. If you want to do custom, just go custom text. I think it's 30 something characters that you can type in here. And then you can do a description as well. And then if you have a team, it's just you right now, so you can do just me. And then
Yeah.
save and close. That will save the button. And once the button is saved, it will appear in here when we have a bunch of them.
Right.
And then the landing pages is presets. So these things in here, like if I click just the edit button here, there's the name at the top. These are the buttons that are below the video on the landing page. I can, change those if I want to. I can add or delete whatever ones I want. I can
Okay.
change the order of them from left to right if I want to. The AI sales assistant, we'll cover that in a minute. That's on here. Playlist videos, the videos that play after the initial video you've created, you can add or delete those.
Mm-hmm. So how do I? do I need to load those 2 minute videos still too, or other video? I
Yeah, whatever ones you want. So in your video library, just record them, and save them in here, or you can upload them if you have videos. If you have a video somewhere else and it's an MP4 file, click
Yeah,
the red camera icon, see where it says upload right here.
right.
Then you can upload it right into Dubb and it'll save it in there. You can
Mm,
record the videos, like whatever playlist videos you want, record those or upload those, and that way they're in Dubb and they can be placed right after the first video you record.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely ask Ruben what he wants to do as far as, getting you set up and everything. Because I know that we have a full optimization setup we do. So when someone gets on with Dubb, one of the team, like Rena or Eileen or from the team, will meet you in Zoom and say, okay, let's get these buttons set up. Let's set up the button here, let's set up your calendar link. We have trainings on all of it, but we offer that too.
Right.
Yeah. That help at all, Raph? As far as
Yeah,
okay.
it does because I think I got to where the call to action stuff. I made
Yeah.
like book a time,
Yeah.
email or send a video. Now, yeah, so that's where I would be if I guess I send the video because I test sent videos to my wife and to
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
Do you see any of these buttons? He's like, nope, I don't see any buttons or anything. Okay.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Like, hey, the call to action is click the button that does not exist.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. Well, cool, Raph. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to say hi to these folks that are coming in here. If you have any questions along the way, pop them in. Ina, typically from our team, she's awesome. She typically jumps in here when she has some time, and she'll start answering the questions in the chat. If
Okay.
not, we'll kind of reconvene in about the next probably 20, 25 minutes when we get moving on it.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks for coming in, Raph. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And Al, I saw you had a question here. I say I may have joined late. Where's the link to schedule one-to-one help with the setup? Yes. So hey Al, can you hear me okay? You can unmute yourself and say hi if you want to. If not, you can just say hi in the chat. Hey Al.
How you doing today?
Yeah, good. Good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks. I've been watching your videos, so it's like I know you already.
I know it's funny. Like when I meet with people, like, "Hey, remember that video you did?" I'm like, I've done like how many? Oh my God, we've done so many
Yeah,
videos."
which one of the million are you
Uh,
referring to? Yeah.
So funny. We have the one video I want to put out there on YouTube is the because sometimes people feel like, oh man, I got to be perfect when you make these videos. It's like, you know how many times we screw up the words? It's like the blooper videos are hilarious. Like when we're doing YouTube videos, it's like there was one phrase I was doing. I was talking about CRM automations, and I could not get the word out. I'm like, what is going on? I almost changed the word because I couldn't get it out. It was pretty funny.
When are you publishing the blooper videos? I want to see one of those.
I know I got to get to the editors. I got to talk to Seb and say, look, just put together the best bloopers of me, Ruben, Darius, and everybody, and just it would be a fun one to put out. So uh, let me do this. Let me give you that link you need. So
Sure.
you just got going. So you need your setup. So let's grab that. And everybody else, what we're talking about here is the optimization setup. So when you're on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we want to do is get you set up, and that helps setting up the pages, the buttons, all that good stuff. So, Al, I just dropped that in there. It's that optimization link.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. What's your industry, Al? What are you doing again? Remind me. Like, what's your
I'm a mortgage broker, but I've moved into commercial lending. So I'm actually a returning client of Dubb. And so watch your cold. I think you did a one a week or two ago about cold email and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
Yeah.
just got some good ideas. But I'm a mortgage broker
Okay.
that's probably going to do, more an emphasis of reaching out to business professionals on LinkedIn and
Okay.
then the commercial property owners themselves.
Okay, cool. Yeah, screen recorders are great for that, being in the bubble. But just make sure you got your hook though. That's one of the biggest things we talk
Yeah,
about.
I saw that. I think I saw that yesterday. You
Yeah.
you did that one yesterday, or
Yep.
at least I saw it yesterday. The
There's
bubble.
one that we're going to have on YouTube. I think it's today or tomorrow. I did one specific YouTube video about animated GIFs and hooks where I showed ChatGPT and everything. So I think that one we're going to post it tomorrow. So that'll be on YouTube. Yeah.
Cool. I look forward to it. Good stuff.
Cool. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And let's see. DePaul, I saw you come in. Hi, DePaul. Can you hear me okay? If you want to say hi, you can. Hopefully, I'm saying your first name correctly. If not, you can say hi in the chat. I saw you popped in. Hi.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
same here.
So tell me, what's your industry? What do you do?
I do the products from networking company with health supplements and the skincare.
Very cool. Okay. So for Dubb, how do you reach out to your folks? Do you have referrals? Do you do ads? Do you have email lists, or how do you kind of reach out to the people?
I have an email list, but I do through referral.
Okay, got it. And then when you get a referral, is it pretty much probably 99% or probably high 90s that someone meets with you, right? I would imagine. Can you hear me, Paul? Like when you get those referrals, they pretty much meet with you, right? I mean, the percentage is pretty good. Uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, now I've got you. So when you have
Okay.
the referrals, do they end up booking with you?
Yes, they
Okay.
do.
And when you get those referrals, do most of them close and go with you? Like you have them as a client, or are there ones that are like maybe you say, oh, not right now, or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of them they close, some of them don't.
Okay. The ones that don't, do you have like a follow-up system that you use for them, or what does that look like?
We just get back to them like a telephone call usually
Okay.
or chat message. Yes.
Okay. The reason I ask that is just because you could have do you have a CRM that you use for your contacts?
Yes.
Which one, like HubSpot or a Salesforce or Go High Level, or what do you use?
I am actually between two, so I'm trying to figure out which one is going to work for me. So I'm just figuring out.
Okay.
I have Zoho and Attractwell, so I'm between both of them.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. The CRMs can do everything but make you a sandwich. They pretty much do everything. You have to kind of figure out which one you want and what the cost is and all that. But either way, if you're using Zoho or you're using someone else, or if you're using Dubb, what I was going to say was you can create automations, drips sequences, that can continue to follow up with them. That maybe, it's a couple times the first couple weeks, and then eventually it's like once a month or whatever you decide. But we find that like people that signed up for Dubb, if they didn't go with us, they'll get a drip sequence, where it will be different pieces of information for them that maybe, we'll say, oh, cool. I didn't realize that. Maybe I want to come back. The other thing that you can do is that we know people have done over the years is you can send people videos and say, there's been a change or there's been an adjustment or there's been something new that's happening that maybe want to bring them kind of back into the fold. Uh,
Hmm.
but the referrals, that's great. The close rate is high on those. Um, for you, what were you thinking about using Dubb for? Because I can give you some scenarios, but when you saw Dubb, like what was kind of the initial thought for you?
For product reviews, like when it's easier for customer to give a review on the product
Hmm.
with that, and then for us to communicate with them as well, like for a quick like a video chat, which would uh, you know, build up trust
Hmm.
and know that we exist and we are not like some AI there. We are
Yeah.
communicating. So yeah, so for that,
And
very
is there
simple.
is there upselling with the current clients as well? Like with people that when they're, they have the supplements and everything, is there an upselling that goes on as well, like someone that's already a client?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Well, I would say, in terms of a style, what I'm going to show right now, for product reviews, that would be like if I got a skincare product from you, you would send me a video and say, "Hey, Rob, listen, I would love to get a review from you on this," right?
Yes.
Okay, because yeah, we have a really a cool kind of strategy for that. It's like getting a video testimonial. I'll show you that when we're going over stuff today. But there is a neat little tech that you can use to get someone to send that review back.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll show you that we're going to run through the styles right now of recording, but I would say for what you're doing, referrals are nice and strong. You can do a basic webcam video where you're just introducing yourself. Like if I was a referral to you, you could send me a quick video saying, "Hey, can't wait to meet with you." And you have a basic video recorder that you record once, and you could just send that out to the people that are referrals, and then they kind of see you, hear you, and then you meet with them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, you're welcome. And if you have any questions, let me know. But I put in the chat that email feedback at Dubb, and then also the YouTube where this is going to be in a little bit support for the recording.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then okay, so let me share my screen here. Just want to show you guys before we jump into some other stuff. Just want to show you this really quick. Okay, so those of you that have been with Dubb for a while or just gotten going or Maybe you had Dubb yesterday or the day before. What's going on here? The dashboard is a little different, isn't it? If you've had Dubb for a while, Auto has taken over. That's our little AI, little cute little robot face we have in here. That's Auto. So Auto is now taking the main space in the dashboard. So Ruben was working on this and the team last couple of weeks. And so we have our question here. Hey, what do you want to do today? What is Dubb? How much does Dubb cost? This would be an example of like if you were on if you're on like a non-paid plan, like you're on a sign up. If you're on a subscription, I believe these buttons are going to be a little different, obviously, because you wouldn't want to upgrade because you're already upgraded. So these will be different buttons in here with questions. But Auto basically is an AI that you can ask anything you want. Like if you ask, hey, how does the Chrome extension work? Or how do I record webcam videos? It'll give you a tutorial on that. If you ask, what are the best videos to send in real estate? It'll give you a list of the best videos to send in real estate. So it can give you answers to the questions that you have about Dubb, kind of like customer service kind of questions and answers. But it can also give you some strategy stuff too. The team is working on tasks that Auto can do in terms of Auto being able to add contacts to your contacts within Dubb, tasks, all that kind of stuff. But as of right now, when you have some time, just play around with Auto in here. Ask some questions. It's all within the dashboard. If you do need help from the team, there is the intercom system down at the bottom left where you can talk to a live person. You can do a search in here with a keyword for an article and a video as well. We might eventually just replace intercom with Auto instead, but for as of right now, if you want direct customer service stuff, talk to people on the team or the AI, go here. But if you want to work with Auto and ask some stuff, just go right in here. Strategy questions, tech, anything you want. Now, as far as also in here as well, just some basic stuff. Down here to the right, yeah, I'm down here at the bottom, you have your quick actions, which I'm going to show in a little bit what we do with Dubb, but these are shortcuts to these areas. The training part of it right over here to the right under here is the live training that you're in right now. That's obviously every day. You also can click on the second link down here, which will take you to the Dubb Academy link, which is a whole host of videos within a Dubb library that you can learn from right within the dashboard. And then also there's being a partner right here. It says be a partner. So all you have to do is click apply now. It creates this little referral link for you here. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb when you share that referral link. And we always say, do you know 4 people? If you're on a paid plan with Dubb, you get 4 or 5 people at 30% recurring commission, then you got a free account and we're paying you. So, and you can always invite them in here to this training, dubb.com/T, and they can learn all about it. All right, so as far as Dubb itself, when we look at Dubb and we think about why do people want to click on these things, we have to think about 2 things. One, what is the hook? And 2, what does your animated video GIF preview look like? Now, the animated video GIF preview is the first 3 seconds when you hit record with Dubb. So when I hit record, whatever I'm doing for the first 3 seconds, that is what's going to repeat. You can technically, inside of Dubb, take editing or slider inside of Dubb to change the animated GIF. But to be efficient, why not just be ready and get ready to go? The other part of it is the hook. What is that phrase or question that you're going to relay to that person you're reaching out to, whether it's cold, warm, whatever it is, whether it's one-to-one or it's one-to-many? What is going to make them want to get a little bit of an idea of what this video is going to be about and want to click on it? So what we typically do is if you go to ChatGPT, put your ideal client profile into chat, say, hey, Dr. Chat, these are the folks that I want to reach out to. This is the goal of why I'm reaching out. What are some 5 to 6 word hooks that are going to be good? Give me like 20 of these. They're going to make someone want to click on this video. And then just give chat enough context. It'll give you the list and then just kind of play with the list a little bit and kind of move around the words and see what you like. The reason we say 5 to 6 words is because when you're sending a video out by email, you want to have that hook up here in the subject line. You want to have the word video here as well. And when you have this here, which is the Dubb mobile app on my phone, whiteboard function that I can type on, you want to be able to have a nice short 5 to 6 word hook that someone's going to want to click. So that's why we say 5 to 6 words. Now, this style of video that you're looking at right now, this is one of the most basic ways you can record in Dubb. It's from the webcam inside of Dubb, Dubb mobile app on the phone, type the hook and hold it right there like that. Point at it, wave, whatever you want for the beginning part of that video, and that's what's going to be repeating. Now, this style is really good for introducing yourself to someone if it is a referral or maybe it's cold. It's also really good for updating. Like if I was sending a video out to a group of contacts, could be a newsletter in real estate, whatever it is, and there's been a change or an update, great. This is also a really good style for follow-ups, like we were talking about at the top. If someone didn't go with your product or service and they're in a drip, hey, something's changed. There's been an update. You need to know about it. So, you can keep giving them value. Now, from this webcam, you also can do something like this. You can drop a virtual background behind you. Virtual backgrounds are great for profiles like you see here. You can use them for websites, on company websites. You can use them for articles that you want to share with folks. So screenshots, maybe they took an action. Maybe they filled out a third-party form and you have a screenshot of what they filled out and say, hey, this is your next step. So just think about, does this visual behind you give context to the person? Now you can even do a combination of both. From that same webcam, I can take that virtual background and use the phone, like I'm doing it right here. So I have Sarah behind me, but I've got a question for Sarah. So you could do the same thing like in real estate. If I was in real estate, I could just have the property behind me like this, and I could say, hey, about 1234 Jane Street, or a quick fact about. And you can do this with anything. So just think about what's the context and what's your hook. This is the most straightforward visual way you can do it right from your webcam. Now, there are other kinds of ways to record. There's something like this that's a screen recorder, Dubb Chrome extension. If you Google Dubb Chrome extension, that is a browser-based screen recorder. You can pin it up here at the top, see where the little Dubb symbol is up here. And then you can put yourself on top of any website you want. This right here is obviously a market update in real estate. But you can do it again on LinkedIn to reach out on LinkedIn, which I'm going to show in a little bit. But any website where you want to be on top of it, pointing things out. In this one right here, you'll notice I have the annotation tools with the arrows pointing towards the bubble. You can totally tell it's a market update. It says the title right there at the top. But I have, again, the phone with the whiteboard that has an additional message on here. If I didn't have the big change on there and it was just me waving, that's totally fine. That's cool. It's a market update. Great. But if you take it another step and you have just that message in there that's very specific, that helps even more. Now you also can record from your mobile app, the Dubb mobile app. You can put a little virtual background behind you here, like I've done here. You can do some text on the screen, right? Like that. You also can do something that looks like this, where you can have the hi John, or you can have the hook that we talked about, right? You can have that typed right above your head if you're just on your mobile and you want to send a video that looks like this. The mobile also has a really cool function that does picture in picture, like you see right here. These are great for property walkthroughs in real estate, where it uses both cameras on the phone. But if you're not in real estate and you're doing a walk and talk with a prospect, you could go on a nice nature walk or something like that, or maybe you're around the office. Maybe you want to take your phone and you want to zoom into a website or an article or profile, and you're able to show that and be on the screen like you are right here. So there's some really neat ways visually to reach out. And that's really what this is all about. No matter what style you choose, it's about visually disrupting what they're used to seeing and giving context. Now, when they click on this video, okay, they're impressed. Oh, I want to click on it. When they click on the animated GIF, they're going to be taken to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb terms a preset. And when you're on here, you're going to have your logo in the top left, the initial video that you've created right here. These initial videos should be, I would say, don't make them longer than like 30, 40 seconds. Get right to the point, talk about your hook, and have a strong call to action at the end that you want them to take. But these initial videos are really about the question or statement or hook that we talked about. And secondarily, it's about you in the next video. So these initial videos focus on the person or the group you're reaching out to and the value that you're asking or offering. And then the second video that's going to play after this, because you should always have playlist videos that play after. The one that's going to play after this is a video that you record one time. I wouldn't go beyond 2 minutes. And it's about you and your products and services and why someone should work with you. It's basically your pitch video, and it will always play after the initial. So it'll run right into this. Now, if you do have video testimonials, this is a great spot to have them right in this playlist. If you don't have them, I'll show you how to get them in a second. And below here, you have your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What do you want someone to do when they're done consuming the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Great. Do you want them to check out your website? Okay. Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Awesome. Do you want them to fill out a form? Perfect. Do you want them to check out reviews that you have down here? That's cool. Do you have a case study? That's always neat to read. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, here's a neat way to get them. So what you can do is use the reply with video button down here. A lot of Dubb users do this where they can send a video, have the button below. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. Guess what? It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything. All you need to do is click reply with video below and let me know what have you enjoyed about the platform or whatever questions you normally ask. You'll get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then all you do is make it here part of your playlist. And this is the awesome little loop that you can get someone in right here. And then over to the right, you have your AI sales assistant called SIA, the Sales Interactive Assistant. Now, you don't have to have it on the page. It's a little button inside of Dubb if you don't want the AI in there, but we've had good feedback from it over the past year and a half. And what you can do is when people click on it and they're here on the landing page, like, you know what, maybe I want to book a time with Rob, but I still have questions about stuff though. So over here to the right, you can have some FAQs. They can ask the AI a question as well that they can type in. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. So to give the answer and then say, hey, are you ready to book a time with Rob? So unlike a customer service bot that will kind of give the answer, this is more sales related because it wants to keep the momentum going. So whatever you wanted that person to do after they get the information, it's going to push for that. So see how down at the bottom here, it says, hey, and you can book a time directly with Rob right here. Now, the AI is educated, and we have training on this, through two things. Inside the Dubb platform, you can take, if you have a website, individual website pages you can upload into Dubb for the AI assistant. It will physically learn what's in text on those pages. You also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and it will be educated on what you want it to be educated on. Now, these landing pages in general, these preset landing pages, they're really designed. The best way to utilize them is if you use them for specific parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate, easiest split in the world, buyers and sellers, I would want a landing page for buyers and a landing page for sellers. FISBOs, expireds, whatever I worked with those folks. And insurance, different kinds of insurance, different kinds of mortgage, different kinds of clients for coaching and consulting. There's all kinds of splits in recruitment. You have employers and you have candidates and you have employers. You want these landing pages to feel like they're speaking directly to the folks that you're reaching out to. And like we were talking about at the top with optimization, when you're on a paid plan with Dubb, we help you set all this stuff up. Now, in terms of how do we do this stuff? So how did we record something that looks like this or something that looks like this, or even a combination of both looks like this? So what you would do inside of Dubb, you'll go to the top, you'll click your red camera icon. This is going to open up your webcam. And when it opens up your webcam, you want to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So it's a Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you have the Dubb app, when you open up the mobile, here it is. You're going to see a little button. Sorry, it's kind of tough to see, but right there, that little square button at the top, that little block right there. When you select that, that's where you're able to type. And that's where I was typing before. So when you type your hook, that's where you're going to type it. Here, turn it, and there it is right there. Sorry, it's a little tough to see because of the brightness, but there it is right there. You can see the hook. So that's where you want to put that research you did, the 5 to 6 words on ChatGPT. Put it right here. This is the most straightforward thing you can do. And if you're just meeting someone, but hey, John, hey, Jen, whoever the person's name is, just introducing yourself, just like this. Now, if you want to use the virtual background, go below, select virtual background. We have a bunch of stock ones, but if you're going to do this, why not make it functional? Upload any screenshots that you have. So if you're in real estate, it's property, it's whatever it is. If you're in coaching and consulting, it's a screenshot maybe of what you're doing. If you're sharing an article, website, all the stuff we talked about before. Load them into here, and then it creates a library like this. Select the one you want, and then put it behind you, just like this. And then when you're using this here, have a good front light, either a natural light or a ring light. Keep your arms, your hands within your shoulders. I wouldn't go out here because you're going to lose them. Just keep them right in here. And then if you want to use the mobile app, have it right here. Right? You can totally do a combination of both styles, or you can just do one or the other. Now, to have the virtual background behind, make sure you got a good front light. If you can, try to have, I have nothing behind me except for the light here, so it doesn't mess with the virtual background. If you have a lot of objects, just try to pump up the front light as much as you can. These recorders also have a teleprompter. Every Dubb recording has a teleprompter option. If you haven't used a teleprompter, very nice way where you're not thinking about the words, they're right in front of you. So if you click up into here, you can either go right to scripting where you can create a new script in Dubb, or you can scroll through the most recent ones you've saved, or you can search for the title of the script that you have saved within the platform, And there it is right there. Now, this teleprompter, this is going to be your speed right here, right there. I can go up or down on this. This is going to be right here, your play button. See if you like that speed. And this is going to be backing the text up or zooming it in. Now, when you hit record, here's kind of how you put all this together. So arm's distance away, I think is pretty good. That way you're meeting the words as it comes up to your eye line. You're not looking down. Definitely give the scripts a read through so the words aren't surprising you. And then when you're ready to go, you got your hook right here, hit record, and this is what it would be like. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. You know what I just realized? Watch this. Hold on. See how it said backwards? I did this. Last night I was messing around with this because I was recording something. See how down here it says mirror my video right here? I had that checked because it was funny. I was doing a vertical video and I was turning my computer. Anyway, it's a long story. But anyway, I was messing with it. So you want to make sure it doesn't say mirror my video. And when it doesn't, then this will show up in the right manner and then you're good to go. So let me pull up this script again, and this is how you would put together as an example to record this. Let's see, Rob, test. Okay, I'm gonna hit record here, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, click it again if you want to take a little break, but then click resume. Keeps recording, keeps going. The red X will delete. You will always ask you, are you sure? And if you ever want to save this into Dubb, it's the check mark right here. And this will save it into the platform. If you want to close the teleprompter, just tap that closed. So I'm going to hit the check mark here. We're going to save it. Now, anytime you save a video into the Dubb platform, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside of there where you can do some customizing, which we'll do in a little bit, but it looks just like this. Now, another way to record that we looked at is screen recording, which is like this one right here. Any website you want to be on top of, like you see here, we're going to use LinkedIn as an example, okay? This is with the Dubb Chrome extension. So to do this, here's how you would do it. You would Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's like a 3-step process to pin this up here at the top. You click the little button, opens it up, and it's going to put me on the page like this. And what you want to think about is size, shape, and placement on any website that you're on top of. Now, because I'm on LinkedIn, Ruben uses a circle. He's in a circle. I'm going to keep myself in a circle. But if I was on a different website, I could change my shapes to something else if it made more sense, aesthetically. I also can make myself bigger in size, but I don't want to go too big because I'm covering everything. I might as well just do a webcam. So I want to bring myself down probably to this size right here. And placement, where do I want to put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. Now inside here, I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame, back myself up if I want to. I can physically move myself around in the bubble. I also have the ability to turn my camera off. So if this was somebody I knew and I wanted to send them an audio walkthrough of a site, I could do that. I also can technically use my headshot if I wanted to use that as well. I can even do a virtual background right inside here, just like we just looked at, if I want a virtual background inside my bubble. You do also have access to a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different. This one you can physically move around. I can manipulate the sides like this, right? So when I choose the script in here, then it's just about choosing your speed like you did before. See how the speed's right down here at the bottom? Hit the play button, see if you like it, back your text off or zoom it in. And this one, I'm going to move it towards my camera right up here at the top. Now, a thing to remember with the Dubb Chrome extension, the Chrome extension is browser-based. So if I was to go full screen on my browser and I wanted to use the teleprompter, guess what it's going to do? It's going to cover the teleprompter. I won't be able to physically see it or get to it. So when you use the teleprompter on the Chrome extension, you want to leave a little bit of space so you can tap this thing physically and bring it forward. So just as a reminder on that. Now, there are 3 orientations to use when you're recording on Chrome. There is camera, which is like the webcam, screen, which is getting your entire computer screen, or tab. I personally like tab because I don't want to get any of the tab mess at the top. I don't plan on jumping around. I want this video to focus directly on what I'm talking about right now. Now, I also have an annotation tool that I can use as well, which is right over here to the left. So when I hit record here, here's what it would look like. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose my tab, click share, and here's my hook right inside the bubble like this. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out because I know you're an author and I actually work with authors and I want to talk to you a little bit about your book. I thought it was really interesting. So again, I did my wave, I have my hook right inside here, same thing, giving context. And then once I was done doing that, I jumped to full screen to make my point to Ruben about something. You don't have to do this, but if once you get used to using Chrome and you want to, it's kind of a nice effect. So what you can do is you can hover over your bubble, over your webcam with your mouse, double click, double click the screen to go back. You also can click this little button here, jump to full screen, click here to go back. So there's a number of ways jumping to full screen really kind of breaks the visuals and you're able to tell someone, hey, this is a really important point. Pay attention to this. And they go back to the page. You also can physically move around, be very free flowing. If you want to be a little more regimented, hit the pause button right down here. Stop, take a break. You don't have to keep going. You can take a little break and then click the button down there again to resume. If you do want to use the annotations, it's right over here. You can do arrows, text on screen, put things in numerical order of importance. You can circle, underline, draw on the screen, whatever you want. And these annotations are going to stay stuck where they are. They're not going to follow you down the page. So if you are thinking about LinkedIn outreach, this is the way you want to go style-wise. If you're thinking about sharing a market update in real estate, great, pull up the website. Whatever industry you're in, and there's any website you want to share, article, company website, whatever it is, and you want to be on the page walking them through something, this is a really nice way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark right down here, and that again is going to save the video into the Dubb platform, which is again going to take us to the video edit page where we can do some things. Now, if I wanted to share this video, right? Like we recorded a screen recorder and we recorded from our webcam, right? So I'm inside here in my video library, and let's just say I'm going to grab this video right here. Now, you can change the title right up here at the top. Click the little button here. This is an internal title of any video you save in here, and you just click the check mark to save it. Any video you record or save into Dubb, you can download the MP4 version of that video right here. So if you want the file, you can download it. If you ever want to switch it to a different preset landing page, as long as you have the preset landing page created, you can switch it to a different background. If you want to preview what this video looks like on the landing page, select the little button to the right, opens up in a new tab. Great, there's my video. I got my playlist videos, I got my buttons, I have my AI assistant. Perfect. You also have the ability to upload directly to YouTube if you want to. And down here, you have your analytics. We have what's called Kyra. This is our AI video coach. So when you click generate, it's going to give you feedback on delivery analysis, and it's going to give you feedback on your content and visuals. So if you want a non-biased feedback right away, click on Kyra, click generate, and it'll give you some feedback. Over here under activity, you can drill down on, hey, do I want to know about email opens, video watches, page views? If they did watch the video, what percentage did they watch? That really helps you with follow-up because you know the content of what you made and you can follow up that message specifically on what they've done. You also have an editing tab inside of Dubb. So when you click the editing tab here, I can play the video.
Hey, John,
I can drag my timeline down here at the bottom, see me dragging it. So let's pretend I wanted to cut something out of this video. I can drag it to a certain point, hit the scissor icon, that splits the clip in two. Then I just drag it to my second cut point, scissors, and now I have three pieces. And whatever is highlighted in orange, click the delete button, and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, undo, 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 and you're totally fine. We also have a design tab. Because remember in the beginning, I said when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to be the animated preview. Well, with this, you can drag the timeline to whatever part you want to be the first 3 seconds. So if I like something better, I can drag it here, click generate thumbnail, and that'll be the first 3 seconds. I can also upload my own thumbnail. So there are choices in terms of this. I just think if you're ready to go and you have your context, everything we talked about, then you don't have to worry about doing that. Now, when you record a video and you get it on the landing page and you're ready to send it, here's how you do a simple send. So you'd open up a compose inside of Gmail or Alex 365, whatever it is, and just make sure you have the word video in the subject line. It's the first thing someone sees. It's rare that people see it. Then you want to make sure you have your hook, like we talked about, right? Your 5 to 6 word hook. Then you want a little bit of, in here, why they should watch the video, something short. And then to add the video in, you can do it in 2 ways. One is going to be with the Dubb symbol down here at the bottom. So this is there because of the Dubb Chrome extension you have up here at the top. And that is a shortcut. So in Gmail, it's down to the bottom. In Outlook 365, it's off to the right in add-ins. But when you select this button, it opens up the Chrome extension that we just used. See me scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right? So then you just find the video you want. Okay, there it is. Select advanced options, put the email of the person you're going to send it to, add a little personalization text if you want, and then just click insert and it drops it right in just like that. Now, if you want to add it without the shortcut, inside of Dubb, any video that you click on, there's always a big blue share and send. So you can select this button here, put the email again of the person you're sending it to, add that little personalization text, whatever you want that message to be, if you're adding it. Click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste. You drop right in, you paste it, just like that. And then you're able to send. Now, if you were going to send that message on LinkedIn that we made, that video, make sure you're connected with someone first on LinkedIn, send them a connector request. And once you are a first connection, then click message. Then you'll notice that same Dubb button we just used in Gmail. It's right here. Select it. It'll open up your library, find your video. There it is. Click insert, and then just highlight this text right here, change it to something personal. Click send. And then this is what Ruben's going to see in his inbox. Just like that, which is really great compared to text messages. Now, the other two pieces of tech for recording I'm going to show you are the desktop app and the mobile app. They're similar in ways. So the desktop app is another screen recorder. But the cool thing about the desktop app is different than the Chrome. It can go on top of anything. The Chrome extension that you just saw can only be on top of browser stuff. The Dubb desktop app can be on top of videos, Canvas slides, documents you have pulled up, anything you want. It's pretty neat. So if you Google Dubb desktop app, get it from Mac, download it from Mac or PC. And when you do have it, you get some cool options. So I'll show you what the difference would be between both. So first off, let's look at the similarities between the two. Now, in terms of the webcam has all the same stuff that you saw in the Chrome. So when I open up the webcam, you're going to have the ability to zoom in, change shape, everything that we looked at. So you have that's the same. The annotation tool pretty much does the same stuff. The only difference is with the Dubb desktop app is when you use the annotations, they're going to follow you. So you got to use them, delete them, and then move on. In terms of the teleprompter, this one's a little different. So teleprompter, you can move it around like before, but the cool thing about the desktop app is when you choose a script in here, let's grab this one. You have voice recognition. See how it says auto track right there? That means if I was going to hit record, it would follow the words as I'm speaking them. So it would go at my pace. So it's pretty cool. It's voice recognition. Now, if you want the scroll speed that you saw in the last two times that we looked at the tech, just click the button to close it. And now you got the speed. You can control it up or down, and that's your scroll speed. So whether you want to do scroll or you want to do voice recognition with auto track, you have that choice with the desktop app, which is pretty cool. Now, as far as recording itself, down here on the menu, see this red slash right here? Right here? This red slash is because if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen if I record with this red slash. If I click on this thing and get rid of it, now you'll notice some choices here. Notice it's on portrait, which means I can record in the style of portrait for social media right from my desktop. I can put it on top of anything that I want. See how I'm moving it around? And then I can be right inside here recording. So technically, if I wanted to make a vertical video to Ruben, I could just come over here like this and make the video like that. And I can put this on top of a document, whatever I want, anything, Canvas slide, whatever it is. I also can choose down here landscape. So I can do the YouTube orientation like this. And I can even choose custom, which I think is pretty cool because custom, you can crop around anything. So you can really get specific. Like if I was going to make this video for Ruben, I could really zoom in like this and get super close like this right in here like that. Now, when I hit record, here's another big difference. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here I go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, like the Chrome extension, I can pause and resume this video, but different than the Chrome extension is this. When I select this check mark right here, I'm not saving it into Dubb. When I hit the check mark, I just recorded a clip. The Dubb desktop app is a clip recorder. So it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer. If you have an MP4 file of a computer and you want to make it part of the story, you can add it in right here. Now, if I want to keep recording, see how I just recorded this right here? How do I continue? Well, down at the bottom, you have 3 creative icons to continue. The first one is record your screen, which is what I just did. So if I want to go right back where I was and record another clip, click that button to the bottom left. It'll take me right back here, hit record again, And now I'm just recording a second clip, just like this. Here we go. I'm going to hit the check mark again. And there's my second clip. So we're building our clips. And I can physically move this around in any order that I want to. I also can tap the three dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now I can also click the webcam button down the bottom. When I click that, that's going to give me the ability to record a webcam style video like this. So maybe this is the beginning of the video, maybe it's the middle, maybe this is the end. And it will visually look different than the other ones that I've recorded. The last option you have, I like a lot. It's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything that you want. So if I wanted to reach out on LinkedIn, right, and I was doing my individual reach out to people on LinkedIn, if all the people on LinkedIn had a similar pitch that I could give them, I just would record one video one time, don't say their name, and then take that pre-recorded video and just put it in a bubble and just pull up people's different profiles and put it on top. So it's pretty efficient if the message is the same for everybody. So what you do is click Dubb Narrator down here at the bottom, takes you into your video library. Let's pretend that this is the video here. There's my pre-record. I hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating. You can pause and resume, do whatever you want. And now you're building your clips. Now, when I'm ready and I'm like, hey, listen, I got all the clips I need. Now I want to merge it all into one video. I just click the edit button all the way to the right. It's going to merge everything together. And then I can hit the play button. Here we go. Here we go. I can drag my timeline just like we did inside of Dubb. It's the exact same editor. I can do all the stuff I did inside of Dubb. And then I would download the MP4 and then upload it into Dubb or vice versa. So these are the very creative ways you can get super creative when you're reaching out, especially with screen recording, because, when the Chrome extension is nice for those quick videos, but the desktop app is pretty amazing in terms of the orientations that you just saw, things that it can be on top of, recording in clips. It's pretty neat. Now, the mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because the mobile app also records in clips and does some other cool stuff. So if you have the mobile app, which you should, Dubb app, here's how you record. Tap the blue camera button at the bottom. Here we go. When you first open up the app, this is going to be defaulted for a minute. I always slide mine over to 10 right there. I'm going to hit record by tapping the circle. Here we go. You can see timer here, timer here. We also recently added a pause button right over here. So when you're recording, you can tap the pause button, stop, click it again to resume. And then to stop the recording, tap the circle. And there is going to be right here in a second, the clip that I recorded. And it's been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area. Now I'm going to hit the circle again at the bottom. I want to have a couple clips in here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide. So you can go in any order you want. And if I tap a clip individually, I can trim, I can edit. And if I do edit, I can add text above my head with the hook. I can type the text and float it above my head or put it below. I can add music to this. I can do a voiceover. I can speed up the action, all within each individual clip. Now, these icons over here to the right, what do they do? So if you select the tooltip at the top, the eye icon, it's going to remind you, hey, this is all the functionality that happens over here and what these things do. Now, with this button right here, this is a countdown timer. So I always go 3 seconds because I think that's actually the perfect amount of time to get ready before it actually starts recording. You can do 10 seconds if you want. It feels a little long, but 3 seconds is pretty good. If you want to stabilize your videos, if you're doing a walk and talk and you feel like it's too herky-jerky, you can select this button right here and then go low, medium, or high, and it will smooth things out, kind of like you're using a gimbal, like if you're recording something. If you want to use a teleprompter, this button right here, this will give you the option to find your script just like we did before. And when you find the script, you can control your speed right here, select the play button, see if you like the speed. If not, make the adjustment. You also can edit a script on the fly right here with the pencil icon. And if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, slide everything up, move the guardrail up so you're looking at the camera, you're not looking down here at the bottom. You can also adjust it to landscape, then the script will adjust as well. Now, if you want to use voice recognition like we saw with the desktop app, you got that here. Select the gear icon over here to the left, and then click on Auto Track. Hit record, and now you're going to notice it's going to go at my pace. Think the company gatekeeper is tough? Try getting past their AI spam filter. Modern gatekeepers are algorithms and inbox rules. Want in? So see what kind of one it might pays. So you can select that here and choose whatever one you want. Close the teleprompter, tap the X. Now, if you want to add a video from your phone, maybe you recorded something outside of the mobile app, but you want to add the clip down here, go to your folder button here. It'll take you to your photo video area, find the video you want, and you can add it. If you want to record your screen, it's this button. If you want to use filters, this little button right here. You can do black and white, skin smoothing, whatever you'd like. You also have picture in picture that we showed at the top. This is that one where, it's perfect for property walkthroughs, where you're going to be able to record. You're using both cameras on your phone. You can move around, zoom yourself in, zoom in on the background, whatever you want to do. It's a pretty neat option. Last one down here is the virtual background. So like we saw with the webcam in the beginning of the training, I can put someone's profile behind me, property and real estate, article, whatever it is. Just screenshot the stuff on your phone, go here at the bottom to the bottom right, and just drop it behind you, just like this. And then when you're ready to combine all of these clips into one video, hit the blue button at the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And once it's merged together, then you're going to have a finished copy on your phone, automatically downloaded. And then you also can upload this into Dubb by the blue button, upload. Now, in the mobile app, if you wanted to share from the mobile app, how would you do that? Well, you're going to select a video. Let's just grab this one right here. See the big blue bar that says share video right here? Copy for email. As soon as you hit copy for email, so it copies to the clipboard. Just go to your email client, open up a compose, and then just, do a paste right like this. Drop it right in, and you're able to send it. Now you also can do SMS. So just copy for SMS. So it's copied to clipboard, and you can do it that way. So there's a couple ways to share right from there. But the whole idea behind this is when you isolate the use case of why you're sending to the people you're sending it to, you choose the style of video that you want to record, and you have that nice animated GIF with that hook. And then when someone clicks on it, you follow the activity reporting. Did they watch the video? Did they open the email? All of this gives you a lot of follow-up options. If you make sure that you have the correct landing pages that speak directly to your audience, these are all things that have worked well for people over the years. But you really want to think about your hook, and you want to think about what that animated video preview looks like. And as long as someone has context. Now, last thing I'll say about these videos too is that every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you are physically at an event, or you have an open house in real estate, or you're doing physical mail marketing, why not have a video that's kind of fun? If you send someone out, their door hanger stuff, or you're in the mailbox, make a fun video, like kind of pull some papers apart. Say, hey, thanks for pulling me out of your mail stack. You also could, if you're at an event, have a pre-recorded video. It says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. And then they can click a time to stay in contact with you, So these are all things that you can do creatively. Okay, so let me pop over here into the chat. Let me see what we got in here. Yeah, I saw your message on that, Jai. I'm going to talk to Ruben about that. Greg, there was a VA I got help from a couple of months ago. I just can't remember who it was at the time. Thanks for any help. Yeah, Greg. So if you're still in here, let's see, is Greg still here? I don't know if he's here. I will follow up with Greg. Let's see, Diana, I still do have the pause button on my Samsung or the auto track. Diana, let me come over to you for a second. Diana, can you hear me okay?
Yep. Hey, how are you?
Hey, thanks for coming in. So explain what you have on there again. You don't have the pause button?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago. I was on with you on one of these trainings, and I was going through wondering when Android phones were going to get these, and you thought they were, and you said to give my phone, the type of phone, and you would let whoever check into it.
Yes,
And
yes.
I had a call, and I had to get off the end of that webinar.
Oh, got it.
So
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
back, and I got in, and you were showing it, and I was going in there. Yeah, I don't have the pause button when I record. I don't have auto track
So
on
that
it. It's the type of
Samsung
phone that I
Galaxy,
have.
so the S25 Ultra, is that the most recent one, or where is that at in the Android world as far as
I think it is one of the newest ones.
okay. All right, let me Slack message Ina right now. Let me ask her to reach out to you, Diana, because I know it was a big thing for years where we wanted to have auto track on Androids, and I could have sworn that we made that adjustment. So I wonder if it's that particular kind, because I know that was a big thing, but the pause button That might be a bug. I mean, you should have the pause button there. So
Yeah,
let
because I just tested it when you were doing it on there. I was like, because I just did a video yesterday, and
me,
that would have been very handy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I tried it when you were doing your demo, and it wasn't there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's before we had the pause button. I mean, clips in a way is almost like pausing. It's just like a if there was no pause button, if we just lived in the clip world, clips are great. But we added it, so you should be able to have it. So let me I'm gonna Slack message Ina, and then I'm also gonna tell either Eileen or Rena to email you, Diana, and so we can figure it
That'd
out.
be great.
I'm not sure why that you wouldn't have it. Oh, wait, because iPhones are awesome. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
don't you even
kidding.
go there.
Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I think the everybody should be able to have options for that. I don't know. It's the tech part of it's weird. I mean, maybe there's something with Androids. I don't know why. On the back end, some of the stuff is the way it is. But yeah. How's everything
Yeah,
else
I
going?
get it. iPhones and Androids aren't always friendly with one another, but yeah.
But still, though, you want that option. Well, anybody have anything, Diana? While I got you here, anything else on your mind? How's the recording going?
It's going great. I'm getting better at it. I'm still having not many people open
Mhm.
the emails, the video ones that I'm sending, and I'm putting, the whiteboard and stuff, but
Mhm.
it's gonna get better, and I'm getting to the point where I want to start pushing the partner link. I just want to get a little more familiar with it because I'm absolutely loving everything that it has. So,
Oh,
I
that's
mean, I
great.
think it's awesome.
That's great. And there as the audience, is it a cold audience you're reaching out to, or is it warm? Who's the audience that you're reaching out to?
Uh, I would say more cold.
Hmm.
The ones that aren't answering, like they've put in for home valuations, and I'll send an email, and then I'll kind of follow up with um a video, and I've tried it via text and email as well. So it would have the little GIF there with me waving hi and their name on it, but many still aren't opening it. And I've done everything. Like I've watched the one video to make sure that the stuff wasn't going into spam because I use Outlook.
Oh, with
And
that Darius did that video.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it seemed like everything, because I've got it set up through, oh, who the heck is it? GoDaddy.
Uh-huh.
And it looked like they had everything set up the way he said to do it. So it could be still going to spam. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this about the home evaluation. This is something. It's a cold. They have like their emails, right? And you're just giving them a home evaluation, like the market value of their home, right? Like that breakdown.
Yeah, yeah. I have
Um,
their name, address, email, and phone number.
okay, so since it's cold, you could always do a test where you send a bunch without a video and just say something maybe really short in the body about the home, like a statement about the property, then ask them a question and see if they respond back. And if they respond
Okay.
back, then send them a video. You know what I mean? So I'd split test it. I would send some without a video and send someone with. But the ones you do with the video, um, when you have these people's emails, these are all, is it a market update or just their property? Like they're all individualized. Like you're finding out like this is their property and I'm giving them, telling them what it's worth, right?
Right. Yeah. They've clicked something online wondering what the current value of their home is.
Okay, so they've taken an action. So they've done something. So what you could do,
Right.
you in your subject line, do you reference that they've done something, that they took an action?
I have tried that, and I've tried different, I've tried the did you get it? Did you receive it? I've looked at this video. If it was one with the video, I've tried different subject
Maybe,
lines and haven't found the one that catches yet.
maybe something along the lines of, I found this about the property. Maybe
That's a
it's
good
some kind
one.
of discovery, something. I found this thing about your property. And then
Okay.
have the word video and try it with no video and video and see what how that plays. But like it's kind of like if someone's interested in a property and like you're telling them this one thing about it, maybe it's a thing that you found out. And then that video, like when the animated GIF could be you pointing at a part of the property, whether it's a photo, whether whatever it is, and you have the hook in there and saying important about this, why this raises the value or something.
Oh, nice.
So then it's more specific. Then it's like, oh man, I didn't know that the rec room, added. You know what I mean? Like it's something like that that makes it a little more than just the basic thing they probably heard, you know?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, try that and see how it goes. And keep us updated.
Perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Diana.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Anybody? Hey, we're a minute past the hour, man. Time flies. Anybody got anything before we go? Raf, I know you and I chatted at the beginning. I'll see you at the office later today. Anything on your mind, Raf? You just want to take from there, go back, watch the recording. What do you got?
I'm good. I'm gonna start playing around with a little bit more of the recording and
Okay.
just record a little bit better and test run some of
Yep.
the videos.
And I think the style is the ones you and I talked about before. You know, ones easy ones from the mobile, right from
Right.
the webcam with that. I would focus on those before you kind of sprinkle in the other tech, you know?
Yep. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Raf. Thanks for coming in and experiencing it.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Anybody else got anything before we go? Anything on anybody's mind before we head out to the Zoom door for the day? Anybody, anybody, anybody? Michael, hey, Michael. I didn't see you pop in here. Michael, good to have you in, my friend. How's the other side of the world?
Hi, Rob. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. How's was it 3 a.m.? What time is it where you are?
No, it's 8 p.m.
Oh, that's not too
in
bad.
Germany.
That's not too bad. How are you, Michael?
I'm fine, thanks. Rob, I have a question. A couple of weeks ago, I addressed to Darius that within the mobile app,
Mhm.
the teleprompter
Yeah.
doesn't auto scroll the German language. Do you know whether that problem is solved already?
I'll have to check with him. I'll shoot him a message. I think he's I'll have to check with Ina instead, maybe, because Darius is out for I think the rest of the week. So it wasn't scrolling just in that language, huh? Auto track wasn't working for that?
In English, it works
Right.
quite good,
Hmm.
and it highlights in color the word which I talk when I talk.
Yeah.
But in German language, nothing happened.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Because I'm wondering, like, with voice recognition, as long as it's like if you type something in gibberish, and you're saying it, it should just hear what you're saying, and it should
Yeah,
recognize that. That's interesting. Um, yeah, sorry, I'll follow up, Michael, and I'll let reach
yeah,
out.
that would be great.
Yeah, yeah, because we want you to be able to use it. I like scroll, but there are days I like auto track, so it depends on the day. So cool. Well, thanks for popping in, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow, same bat station, same bat time. If you guys want to come back, and hope you have a great rest of your what is today? Tuesday. All right, everybody. See you soon. Bye.